So the other 3 spots are Mariano, Matrius, and Victor. Whoever wins this becomes the 4th player to participate in the final 4 that we will see on Sunday. There we go. Ulysses already throwing down the dog. Come on, Rapl, throw down the dog. For God's sake, do that. Look at this. Okay, he manages to throw down a dog. Okay, let's get this game started, shall we? Okay, dog going up for Ulysses. So Ulysses doesn't have idle time. On the other side, Rapl needs to build this with a villager. Quits too good on water maps. I feel so, yeah. Although Tezcatlipoca gets the Asi Wattle myth unit that can scout from the start and also become something like a servant in classical age that you can actually fight with 7 attack. Yuli no fish. Okay, Yuli has fish. Okay. For extended edition Midgard, this is as good as it can get. This is the best it can get. Probably he has 3 more here, and he has probably something more here. Rapl has a very decent spawn of fish. This is very decent spawn, guys, for Midgard. I like Midgard on Voobly, but I really hate Midgard on EE. Might as well put another map into the map pool instead of Midgard. Okay, let's see, 8 on wood, so he wants to fish boom. On the other side, 7 on wood, now the 8th one on wood. Water maps are water maps for a reason, Shadowfax. Water maps take more skill from my perspective. Take more skill to play. You have to manage land and water at the same time. But this is a very debatable opinion. Yeah, probably Yuli has more spawns here. If we get those spawns from Rapl, 3, 6, 9 spots. Yuli has 3, 6, 9. He has more here that he hasn't scouted. There we go. 1 here, and probably he has 3 some. Okay, there we go. A 3 salmon spawn here. Unfortunately for Ulysses, he hasn't scouted the last. Okay, there we go. All his spawns are here. He found it, so he may build a dock. Might as well build a dock here. Rapl on the other side has 2 docks, 3, 6, 9, 10. Probably he's going for a 12. Maybe he will go for 14 fishing boats. Ulysses is also going for yet another dock here on the top. Okay, now temple coming up. This is a very forward and a very ballsy temple from Rapl. I tell you that. Okay, so Ulysses in the end, there is yet another spot there. So the fish are pretty much the same. It's pretty difficult to find this on Midgard Extended Edition, but we have as balanced as it gets in terms of spawn. And yeah, it may be awful, but it is. So, Ulysses already 12%. Rapl still has not advanced. Rapl Okay. So Solotl for Rapl and Wiwitiotl for Ulysses. So Ulysses will have the Hand of Fire God power. And Soup, what are you doing in my chat? And Solotl is the god of choice from Rapl, will give him Warrior's Blessing. So Rapl can go for a land push. This is a very nice spawn in the end for Ulysses. Ulysses, I mean, both players can really aim for a heroic age right away. Okay, we see now the Yowie. The Yowie will be pushed back right away. Okay, there we go. He pushes it away. The Belt of Argus and the Monkey Head, will, which gives him the Relic Monkeys. This is very good for him to defend. 6 minute no dogs. Why any player go dogs now? For some reason Ulysses got the tower upgrade, but if this is a fake rush from Rapl, it is very clever. Okay, we see now Ulysses using the Great Abundance God power. This is something like boosting the eco of this particular building. So we have a wood boost, a fake rush, yes, but okay, there we go, guys. There you see the dogs. I would like to see heroic though. Ulysses got towers and great abundance, so this tells me that he wants to go for heroic age. On the other side, Rapl has Persane. Ulysses does too. He has a lot of war canoes. On the other side, also Rapl does this. But Rapl wants to attack on the gold mine. And now we have, this is a great use of the Hand of Fire actually, because this traps the unit, gets them a lot of damage. Ulysses has the time to build more youth barracks. Okay, we see some, we have a little bit of water fights here. This will not kill a unit. It took a lot of damage though to this army group for Rapl. Ulysses has an armory and Ulysses already going heroic. This is what I was talking to you about. He's going through Mayawel. This will give him the Amoxaki forest. We have the Warrior's Blessing. We have a little bit of a push here. Rapl also has... Where is his armory? Oh my god, he doesn't have an armory. Rapl doesn't have an armory. And this is really bad. Rapl needs to take down the temple before it's too late. He is now building the armory, but it may be too little too late, because at this stage in time, Ulysses Gold still has 1300 and he's on his way. I mean, heroic age is here for Ulysses. Okay, there we go, heroic age. The Amosaki. This is a forest unit, and the god power can transform your opponent's units onto wood, onto trees. It doesn't work on heroes, for obvious reasons. Rapl is not yet advancing. Now he's advancing through mid-clan Tetkli. I feel like this is a way better god than Amosaki to start up with, but Ulysses may look for an advance to the Mythic Age. He has some army out. We do not see noble quarters. We do not see anything. We see just those units. Probably he will push while defend here on water, and he probably wants to go through the Mythic Age. Let's see if Rapl has this in mind. He's building a Tiangui, and he will probably has also the resources to advance to the Mythic Age right away. So both players will aim to go mythic with their respective units. So we see medium youth units for Rapl. I'm not really sure I like this. Mid-clan Techly comes through. The GG middle now. The GG middle now. Okay. Okay, it's this Papalotl runner alive. There we go. The temple going down, and we see some noble quarters. And Rapl is leading Ulysses' army onto his town center. Why? Ulysses on the other side also took a TC. Okay, now we see the god power used. Only 3 from the units from Rapl are becoming trees. So let's see now how Rapl will respond to the second TC grab also from Yuli. Yuli is not going to the Mythic Age. He's building units, but he's building youth units. Rapl is going for noble units. He is going for auto-middle knights. I don't like this because they are archers and they can be directly countered by Papalotls. So why in the world you go for auto-middle knights out of all the noble quarters units that you have? Rapl on the other side built a second TC, he got Saltanphora, let's see, he has Handax and Shaft Mine, Ulysses on the other side has Handax and Pickaxe. The queue is like big for both players. Rapl is going for some Spearmen for the Papalotls to counter the Papalotls. So we see 111 population for Ulysses at this point and 44 villagers, but don't forget Rapl has the Death's Awaiting. There we go, and now this will give Ulysses some run for his money here. Rapl is way good still in it. This Ancestor God power is way better. Yes, it is. It is. Because Yuli right now is out of gold. He doesn't have any way to get a gold. He doesn't have a market. His only viable gold option is this one. So Rapl can just flood units to this gold mine, gold starve Ulysses and win. And all Ulysses has to do is throw down a market and try to get mythic or defend this gold mine. Rapl, I think Rapl is overreaching on this position. He's overreacting here. And yeah, despite having the Death's Awakening, he's throwing all his army to these heavy units. He will have to eventually pull back. We see more units from Rapl here on this side. We see the GG middle. Yes, the GG middle raids are something else. The GG middle raids. There we go. Okay, Ulysses is getting gold. Look at the gold mine that he has right now. 700 already. He has 29 villagers gathering from it. Yeah, that animation is eating units alive. Okay, that is the middle. Dies here. A Kamekak from Rapl. Rapl has also medium barrack, youth barrack units and fletching. This gives some attack to the range units from Aztecs. Yuli is going for a third town center even, and Rapl is way 25% onto Mythic Age. This will give him the Volcano God power. And I will tell you something, guys. If the Volcano God power goes here, it will deny the gold, possibly kill some units, destroy a couple of youth barracks, and deny. No, Volcano doesn't suck. Volcano here is the optimal god power. Because after Volcano is finished, you will not be able to use buildings on this side. Yeah, if Rapl does this here, it's gonna be very good. And Rapl also getting a third town center, while Ulysses getting also to Mythic Age, but he's gonna be way too late. Okay, Ulysses setting a lot of Papalotl runners. This is gonna be huge. This is gonna be huge. If Ulysses spots this town center, he spots the town center. Okay, there we go. He spots the town center, but he has. Okay, let's see the volcano. It could be better. It could be better, but it destroys the Kamekak and denies a lot from Ulysses at this point. Ulysses is getting, excuse me, a second market while killing some villagers here and there. Okay, let's see. More Papalotl runs are sent in the way, but Rapl is... Okay, let's see. Mythic Age now also from Ulysses. Ulysses now takes the score lead. Ulysses doesn't have the upgrades that Rapl has, and Rapl is also raiding on water. He is denying water from Ulysses. Ulysses is not able to spot every position that Rapl is raiding. Ulysses is not even gathering gold at this point, and he still has just 1500 gold. Rapl on this side, he's going for the TC, but Quetz has this fertile ground. No, they can go on top of it, but I don't think they can still build around it. So we have the Fire Serpent for Ulysses. Ulysses will be able to defend at the very least, but the Automytl Knights can do some damage onto those Papalotl runners. Ulysses is missing a house and he still hasn't used the Volcano God Power. The Volcano God Power can be used right here and make a lot of damage to Rapl. There we go, there we go. Okay, the Fire Serpent is down for Ulysses, but Rapl is attacking on this gold mine. Rapl still has this gold mine as a viable option, while Ulysses doesn't have any other viable option besides this gold mine. He has started a trade route. Rapl notices this. Rapl is down to 124 population. He is attacking the water. He is winning the water hardly, and he is denying every fish operation from Ulysses. Excuse me guys if I am talking way too quick. I'm also too excited for this series. So Ulysses starting to get some armory ups. Same for Rapl. Rapl now can go back to gather gold, and he needs to defend here. He needs Jaguar Knights, not Eagle Knights, not Automytl Knights. He needs Jaguar Knights, possibly maybe Eagle Knights too. Okay, Ulysses now going for this gold mine. We will have a huge fight on top of this gold mine. Ulysses seems to be in a better position, but as the game progresses, maybe, just maybe, Rapl will be able to gather more gold. And Ulysses is even going for the... Is Ulysses going for this town center or not? Let's see. We have a huge raid for Ulysses on top of the gold mine. And Rapl is doing the correct move by going eagles here. They can take down the Papalotl Knights, the Papalotl Runners, excuse me. No, the fishing boats are not being counted on this. So despite Ulysses having more villagers, he doesn't have the water eco. He's transitioning to farm without even plow. On the other side, the Papalotl Runners, man. Ulysses is all around the map, killing villagers, and Ulysses right here can either win the game or drop it. Let's see. Rapl is getting more and more villagers killed here, but he's also losing a lot of villagers here in the bottom. It's very close, it's very close. The game is close despite you guys seeing Ulysses has the population advantage. It's still a pretty much a close game because Ulysses doesn't have a viable army against the full noble units, full champion even noble units from Rapl. He doesn't have a gold mine. He has some trade route. This trade gives him 58 gold. It's still viable. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Yuli doesn't have a gold mine. On the other side, Rapl is happily hunting some Tequila archers. Will be able to force some units from Rapl to defend there. We have a huge fight, guys. Ulysses is going way down on villager population. Look at this. Rapl is defending this side. If Rapl somehow, some way finds his way on to this town center, he's gonna be very much doing a comeback. On the other side, Yuli doesn't have the physical to fall back to, and he doesn't have eco upgrades on his villagers. But, despite all this, he's doing very nice raids on Rapl's eco, and Rapl has to fight with villagers. Some Celestial Priests against those Eagle Knights. Celestial Priests are not doing that much damage on noble units. Yuli managed to sneak 16 of his villagers on top of this gold mine. He's going for a forward Kamekak. There we go. If this Kamekak goes up, this gives Yuli a lot of map control, honestly. And on the other side, we have fights here and there, everywhere around the map. Rapl was trying to deny the trade route. He sees now the forward Kamekak. Ulysses is going for a combination of youth units and noble units, but Rapl is going heavy on noble units. If Rapl can sustain this production, he will be able to outmatch Ulysses, and Ulysses now is down to 129 population to Rapl's 127. So this game is not yet done. Ulysses is trying to make a comeback on water. He's going for some ramming canoe to take it down. The forward Kamekak has been denied from Rapl. Really nice job. Rapl is getting both the forward gold mines and he's harassing the topside gold mine. Guys, what is this game, honestly? What series are we watching? Matrius, take notes. You have to play the winner of this. Okay, Rapl, this is what I was telling you about, guys. Yes, maybe Ulysses has full trade, but he's going for combination of youth units. You cannot go for youth units against noble units. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You cannot do that. Yeah, fortified TCs for Yuli. Yeah, I'll trade with coinage. Yes, I can get behind that. But, I tell you guys again, but he's stuck at population. And he's going for youth units. The Eagle Knights are eating those youth units alive. 30C going up for Rapl. Yes, I agree. And Ulysses is trying to sneak the gold mine here. He knows that if Rapl gets also this gold mine, it's over. Because Rapl doesn't have a trade route. Ulysses is playing with time right now. Rapl is trying to take down this Kamekak. Maybe he will be able to. Ulysses denies the town center at the very last minute. More Eagle Knights on the way. The Kamekak is down. No second Kamekak from Ulysses at this point. Ulysses is denying the town center. Rapl only sent 4 villagers to build the town center. Come on, man! Okay, and now he's going back. He wants to defend this TC. Ulysses is up to 76 villagers. He has a lot of population here on water. This will force Rapl to most probably go on to farms. Let's see the queue for both players. Some upgrades, a lot of units in the queue for both players. And more noble units. This scout, this Eagle Knight will spot the gold mine. let's see. Ulysses having so much resources and population spent on water right now, maybe he's doomed because he needs to flood with units on the town center. You need the population advantage. Rapl has still 400 here and he has like 2,200 gold left. The TC is most probably going up. The Eagle and the Autumn Middle Night will kill all those villagers. And Ulysses is sending those guys to their deaths. Okay, Rapl is doing an exceptional job. Those guys have been left on... how do you say that? They are idle. They are not moving. I don't remember. Forgive me, guys, for not remember. Okay, we have now the raid on the... Build it! Okay, the TC goes up and now we have a 3-3. TCs and Rapl is very much into the game now. He has 27 more 100 gold secured. This is huge. While he can deny this gold mine from Ulysses, champion units against heavy units and naked noble units from Ulysses. Rapl wants it. Rapl wants to go to the top 4 in this tournament. Ulysses is with a back against the wall right now. He needs to figure out something and he needs to do that quick before Rapl gets a market or before Rapl gets even more upgrades. This series has been, I think, the best series that we have seen so far in this tourney. I am not calling it yet. Those two guys are two of the top guys that we have in the community, two of the best players we have in the community. I'm not giving up in any one of those guys. Let's see. Those shadows of mid-clan actually are clutch on the good line here. And Ulysses doesn't seem to be in a very, very good position. Look at his resources right now. 128 population to 160. Rapl is very much into this. He is having a commanding lead in terms of population right now. Yul is hanging on for dear life. I would like to see him throw down a market or retask his trade on a different market because he's dropping in terms of population, villagers, everything, man. It doesn't seem like very, very good. And now we have rams from Rapl, 2 rams. Will they be enough though? Rapl is flooding the third town center from Yuli, killing even more villagers, down to 39 villagers, double the villager count for Rapl. Rapl has also still this gold mine. The 30 Sigrab was clutch. He still has the gold mine here in the middle if he so chooses. He doesn't need to take down the TC, he just needs to take down the units. Without population, you can't really do anything. That's, I think that's common logic. And he tops out! GG's! What a series, man! Fucking Zing series. Wow. Wow. What a game. I mean, Yuli was behind. Then Yuli get to heroic. Then Rapl was behind. Then he was way behind. Then he came back. Then the volcano from... I really thought that at the time of the volcano from Ulysses, plus the raid on the gold mine, the game would be over. But Rapl was able in the end to get to the point where he got all of his upgrades, he did the correct moves, and he went for the for the win. Wow. I feel like the 30C was kind of a reach for Yuli. I am not really sure, guys, but what a series, man. It hurts to see my amigo Yuli out of the tourney, but it feels good at the same time to see my friend Rapl moving on. Wow, what a series, man. What a series. I don't have any words to say. It was one of the best series I have casted on this tourney. Possibly the best series so far. Possibly. Look at the, oh my god, the KD. Absurd. The KD was absurd. And I will try to explain to you guys why I think the third town center from Yuli was a reach. Because Rapl didn't go for his 30C. He went for upgrades. He went for champion units. He went for more spam. While Yuli had, you see, champion nobles against naked noble units. That explains the KD at this point. That explains the KD. Yes, I understand, but by one certain point, maybe the KD was like 50 or 60 difference, and then as Rapl progressed with all those upgrades, it got even more hard for Yuli to come back. And I really didn't like the youth unit use here, because your opponent is going heavy on nobles, and he has like, Yuli has scouted. Look at how many noble quarters Rapl had. Like I see 7, 9, 12. I cannot find more, but 12 noble quarters are more than enough to spam those heavy units from the Aztec civilization. When you see those many noble quarters, you cannot go for youth units. Youth units are not counters. Only the papalotls can counter the automitls. Nothing more, nothing less. So the noble quarters, the transition, the whole process of thoughts from Rapl was more, I say, built up to the moment that he could eventually push from this side, go over to Yuli's side, and just flood with units, deny his trade, being able to deny his farms also, and in the end eventually do all this damage. Wow. Oof. I have to drink some water. If you like the content, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, I stream often on Twitch, so be sure to follow there. If you like the content even more, subscribe. As always, stay awesome, guys. See you on Twitch.